Hello. So today we are going to be going through a GrowthGenius setup from beginning to end. So I'm just going to shrink my face really quickly and we'll dive right in. So we are on the login page of the GrowthGenius app. So you will be able to find this page just by typing in app.growthgenius.com, or you can go to the growthgenius.com website, and then on the top right corner there will be a link to log into the app, and that will bring you here. If you have logged in before, you could just put in your login credentials, or if you need to sign up, you would just go ahead and sign up here, put in first name, last name, company name, phone number, put in your favorite email address and password that you know you'll remember, and go ahead and sign up. You can actually update all of this information after the fact if you need to. So I'm going to go back to login, and I'm going to log into this account. And once I'm logged in, it's going to bring me right into the prospect searcher. So if you are not extremely familiar with everything that GrowthGenius does, it's basically three main applications under one roof. So within the GrowthGenius app, there is a contact database that has over 250 million contacts in it. That's the prospect searcher. There's also an email and LinkedIn automation tool. So you can run both your email campaigns and your LinkedIn campaigns within the GrowthGenius application. So you'll see all of your LinkedIn campaigns as well as any email campaigns that you have active here as well. The other thing that's part of the GrowthGenius app is an inbox where you can track any responses across email, across LinkedIn, across your organization, or from your inbox. And you'll see a dashboard that's going to give you all of your metrics across your LinkedIn or email campaigns. Now, one thing to note when you are getting started is that you might see a whole bunch of data inside your dashboard. And you might be thinking, why is there data here? I haven't actually started anything yet. We've just put in some sample data so that you have a good idea of what to expect from this field. But as soon as you create a campaign and add contacts, then this will start populating with your data rather than the sample data. Okay, so that being said, all of the features of the application are going to be available on the left-hand side of the screen in this navigation. You can also, I'd recommend actually checking out this Getting Started guide. So we are going to go through a lot of these steps today, but when you are creating your account, it's just worth it to just check in on each of these things and see if there's anything major you may have missed. On the bottom right of the screen is our intercom chat box, and this is where you're going to be able to reach out to us if you have any questions, if you need any technical help. Recommend searching through our articles to see if you can find the answers. Or you can schedule some time for a demo or onboarding with us there. At the top right of the screen, you'll see your settings. A help center, we have a whole bunch of videos that will take you through all these individual parts of our platform. And then a couple other main features as well as a team functionality. So if you have a team of 5 salespeople or 10 salespeople and you want everyone to be able to share contact data, share campaigns, or you want to make sure that the 2 reps are not accidentally reaching out to the same people, you can add them to your team. But let's take a step back and actually look at getting your account set up. You would do that through the settings page. So there's a whole bunch of different settings here. We're going to start with email. Email is where you're going to be adding your sending email address, which is where all of the emails are going to be coming from when you launch an email campaign. So in order to do that, you actually have to scroll a little bit further and do a Gmail approval, which is basically saying that unless you go ahead and tell Gmail that GrowthGenius is going to be pushing through hundreds of emails a day, it's going to block it. So what you need to do is go into your Google admin console and tell Gmail that you're going to be setting up these automations with GrowthGenius, and do that just by following these steps and approving the GrowthGenius app within your system. If you do want to see another video on how to do this, within our video library, or even just within this area, you can actually click on play, and we'll walk you through these steps in this video. Next is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a little bit easier. All you have to do is put in your LinkedIn email, LinkedIn password, press save. If you are finding that your LinkedIn is still not connecting, so you've launched the LinkedIn campaign and you're not seeing messages go out, I'd recommend sending us a little message on intercom saying, can you check that my LinkedIn is verified? And what that's going to do is that it's going to tell our technical team to check in and make sure that your account connected properly. What can happen sometimes is if you have one letter that's off in your password, it won't notify you that it did not connect. It'll look like everything went through fine when really it wasn't connected properly. So you can just send us a message just to confirm that it did go through properly. Otherwise, our team will just work with you to make sure that you can ultimately set up your LinkedIn account. Okay, other things that you're going to want to set up at the beginning is your schedule. So you can set your sending schedule, but more importantly, the volume of emails that go out daily, as well as the volume of LinkedIn connection requests that go out daily. These are two metrics you want to very carefully monitor so that you don't see a negative impact to your deliverability and have all of your emails going to spam or bouncing and things like that. And the best way to do that is to start low. So maybe you start with sending about 30 emails a day, and then you slowly ramp up to 70 emails a day until you're comfortable with that and you see a strong open rate and see that all your emails are making it through. Then maybe you slowly increase it again to 80 or whatever you're comfortable with. So these ramp times are meant to help you make sure that you can slowly ramp up to the sending volume that you're comfortable with. On LinkedIn, I'd recommend staying under 70 connection requests a day if you're on a basic plan. You could potentially go higher than that if you're comfortable with it, if you have a LinkedIn premium plan. And then you would always press save once you've made any changes to these settings. Okay, I'm gonna pop back into a second video and we can talk about actually creating campaigns and going through some of these other features of the app. Thank you.